running around dodging stuff. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Like, I was good playing a hunter in World of Warcraft because then my pet would be the tank and I'd be the range. I had that down. Then when I started playing, there's another one. It was like World of Warcraft, but it was free. Gears of War, is that a thing? No,
that's on Xbox.
No, there's a different one.
There's a lot of free MMOs now.
Yeah. It was
Guild Wars?
Guild Wars, that's it.
Guild Wars 2. I was playing that for a while.
Guild Wars 2, yeah. I
love playing the Elementalist in Guild Wars 2. So many things to do.
I don't remember what I played, but I fucking played that game.
I was still addicted to WoW at that point.
I was playing both.
That was a dark time in my life.
I couldn't afford to be addicted to WoW. It was too cheap.
When I was at my height of WoW, I was playing 16 to 20 hours on the weekends, or every day on the weekends, and then at least 5 or 6 hours a night.
I was never that bad.
I was streaming, though, to be fair. I mean, I was trying to build my brand.
I did raid on the regular and do progression and farm. God, so many hours of farming.
You killed all the boars.
Mining. I found all the ores.
Yep, I was a miner. Was it jewel crafter? That was my jam.
I was an engineer.
Oh my god, my hunter was an engineer. I sank so much time and money into that stupid character.
I made lots of bikes and stuff for people because I originally had the engineer just so I could get the goggles. And
yep, bonus in the scope, right? You can make scopes for the range characters.
So I did lots of mining. I was actually that character was actually a warrior. Because
did you twink that character? Or did you go full level?
That character was originally a twink.
God, I miss twinking.
At level 29. Wait. So that's why he was an engineer.
Yep. You get that premium goggles. Can't beat it.
Nah. I was very, very good. And then they ruined twinking and then I had to level him up.
Exactly does that mean in this context?
Yeah, I'm very confused.
I'm well aware of what it means in other contexts. In this context, what it means is it's a character in Warcraft that you level them up to a certain level and then you never level them again. And, and then
you get the best in slot of all your gear, so that way you're the strongest character on the battlefield.
Right, but you're still a low-level character.
Okay,
I'm well aware of the word that was coming out of my mouth. I'm aware.
Honestly, I could only imagine.
Did you hear about?
Remember that this was 2007.
Yeah, it came out in 7. Yeah.
That we were doing this in. So
I mean, the meta didn't change until 2010, 2011, I think, when they went to Cataclysm.
No, it changed during the Northrend one. Is when basically what happened was they attached XP to Battlegrounds, so you couldn't lock your shit.
That's right. They didn't.
And then they put level caps on the fucking pants thing, so you couldn't do that anymore, and they just wrecked the whole game.
Yeah, I think later on they put you could turn off XP at a certain point.
You could lock your character, but then they put all the level requirements on the shit, so you couldn't use a lot of the items anymore.
Yeah, I love rolling into that first level 10 PvP arena or the battlegrounds with the highest level flame tongue enchants on your weapons.
Fucking Warsong Gulch, and I had a fucking Crusader on one weapon, and I had fucking the Mongoose enchant on my other weapon,
Mongoose, yep.
And then I had a fucking stamina fucking pants that fucking gave me so much HP, and I had all the best items. Oh god, so much
Blizzard likes to ruin fun.
It's true. Because we also got to play Arathi Basin at level 29.
Those used to be fun.
So, God.
If you want to waste some time back in old school Arathi Basin, you could spend like 6 hours in an arena just trying to take over the area. It's great.
Okay, we can't keep talking about this. It's like crack, and I'll want to do it again.
Don't. The game's terrible.
No, I'd pick up fucking Classic.
It's still terrible. Nobody's playing it. Everyone switched to TBC.
The what?
Burning Crusade.
That's what I meant. Classic.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, they have different servers now. They have a Classic server and a Burning Crusade server.
Well, whatever. Burning Crusade's my heyday, man. Like, fucking raiding Karazhan was the time of my life.
Apparently, with all the malcontent and lawsuits that are going on at Blizzard, a lot of people have left.
Well, that's fair, because fuck Blizzard. You know what? That's a good reason to not play their fucking game, so...
I was really looking forward to Diablo 4 as well, but...
Hey, if they make some serious changes, and fire a ton of people, and, get a whole new board of directors, and... No,
I'm going to go with the...
It's so systemically corrupt, it's awful.
Oh, it's bad, yeah. No, I'm gonna... I think some of the original guys from Blizzard have branched off, and there's one that's like Giant Cloud Games or something like that. I'm looking at what they're doing.
Charles got into Diablo. He likes to run around and beat shit up. And my sister compared it to when I was playing with Ryan and Ben and Lucas, how I would just run around and fuck shit up, and everyone else had to fix my problems. I'm like, he is my child. He plays exactly like me. We just fuck shit up. It's fun.
Just be careful of fire.
Nah, you guys will stay there.
Bad advice.
Good times. Good times.
Let's see, who do we think is going to get home first, Ben or Ryan?
Well, Ben didn't give an ETA. But Ryan said 30 minutes ago. So I'm going to go with Ryan.
Getting pretty close. He's got like 5 minutes left on that 30.
5 minutes, yeah.
Yeah.
Ben, who knows?
Ooh, I see Ben just got on his phone there. Oh, shit.
I'm wrong.
It's a race against the clock. Who's gonna get it?
Last one here dies first.
Talk shit.
Funny enough, I guess ironically, since the last time we played it was a new moon, tonight it's a full moon.
It's a full moon, yeah. Yeah.
Gotta get these weeks reversed in game.
In fact, tonight is not only a full moon, but a blue moon.
What's the significance of that?
What,
Tell us now.
Two full moons in a month, right?
Yes, I believe so.
Is that why somebody says once in a blue moon?
Yeah, because they only happen once a year?
Once in a blue
Something
moon,
like that.
yeah.
Because there's 13 moon cycles, so yeah, I think it would be only once a year is a blue moon, so... Yeah, that's why, because it's rare. It doesn't happen all the time. I went on a walk last night, and I was like, oh my god, it's gorgeous. I love walking under a full moon. Basically a night owl now. It's interesting. New change developed. I used to be like a fucking morning person, and now I'm like, I go to sleep when the sun rises.
So my son starts first grade tomorrow.
What?
Yep.
Baby wrong. Oh, that blows my mind.
Yep, we get to put him on the bus and send him to school.
Does he have like a really cute backpack and a first day of school outfit all laid out, ready to go?
Yeah, it's red everything. He's got red shoes, red shorts, red shirt, red backpack.
Heck yeah, you
Is
drop
so?
it, kitty
Is your kid a blood or what?
If he could, he'd be Darth Maul.
Valid.
So he's a Sith. Okay.
Oh, he's evil for sure.
Is your kid gonna like try to force choke one of the other children?
No, he's pretty good about doing stuff like that.
He knows not to do that in public.
For some reason, it only works on Dad. I don't get it.
That's right.
He's still young. He has to, train it still.
My father must just have a weak mind.
He force chokes me until I force slam him into his bed.
On Tuesday, I'm finally going to step foot on the U of A campus.
What?
Didn't you graduate from there?
No, I graduated from Pima.
Oh, when do you graduate from U of A?
If I play my cards right, I'm going to graduate in the spring of 2022.
Nice. That's soon.
Oh, yeah. And then I'm really looking at myself, and I'm like, I really hate myself, so I might continue on.
I mean, if you really hate yourself, you can come over to the East Coast.
Oh, that's too cold.
Not that much hate.
I thought you wanted to do some work at the Capitol.
I do. It's just, it's really cold.
It's true.
I will say the heating and cooling systems of the houses around here are fantastic.
Hey, Summer, did you have a name for your horse?
Oh, yeah. The horse's name is Gaia.
Of course.
I thought it was fitting. I couldn't choose between Gaia or Terra, because they both mean the earth. Well, Gaia is an earth goddess, but still.
Yeah. I don't think anybody has watched Acquisitions Incorporated, but they have a sentient living plant horse that draws their carriage in their campaign.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and you have to feed it coins in order for it to go.
Ryan, if you can hear me, I don't know if you named your horse. But I've got Alice is riding Gaia. I've got Fox is riding Marion. I've got Scratch is riding Blue Rocket. Rebecca is riding Ray of Sunshine, and Roger is riding Gordita.
Yep.
One of these things is not like the others.
Blue Rocket?
My horse has got like cheese dripping out from his nose.
Ew.
Horse named Ruin.
Fitting. For Valron.
Ruin?
What you want me to do? It's your problem.
Ruined. Ruin. Right?
Ruin.
Ruin.
Ruin. Ruina.
David.
Let's see. And then do we want to put Alice's HP on her token, or do we want that to be a surprise?
Let's put that on there because we all dedicate our lives to protecting her. So if she dies and we don't realize it, we will all kill ourselves after the DM kills us. Look at her cute little face.
He's going to destroy the world one day. I can feel it.
She will.
What's your HP at, Summer?
Oh, she has 34.
Oh, God. Oh, no.
Can everyone see that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
What's oh no? What happened?
She has 34 HP. She is the lowest.
That's
No,
only one less than Fox.
Roger has
Roger's
the
the
lowest. This is
lowest.
31.
Oh, fuck. I didn't see Roger. Oh no. Well,
In
okay.
fact, Rebecca is taking it over here with 46.
Yeah, she's a
This is-
Yeah.
fighter.
Oh yeah.
This is the first time I have
You have high HP.
Yeah.
It's really funny because you still play like to not take damage, which is awesome.
I can't. That's always how I play. If there's a sneaking option, if there's a ranged option, I never fight close at all. I just can't get over it. I'm sorry.
I mean, you faked Lucas out.
We don't know.
Lucas was convinced you were squishy.
Oh yes.
I mean, to be fair, I think everyone's squishy, even when I'm playing a wizard.
You're a wizard that got one shot by a sorcerer.
She killed me with lightning.
There we go.
It was an accident.
I think it was planned. You wanted Cognar back.
I mean, no one was.
Ben was
no,
first.
no
We
one
weren't
was
mad.
remorseful.
Oh,
Yeah, no one was
We
upset.
just left his body there. Nah, he's fine.
$10 says he comes back as a wraith or something in the next campaign.
You know what? I did want Cognar back. He abandoned me in a forest.
That was before he abandoned you.
Oh. Well, then he abandoned me. But yeah, I wanted Cognar back. He's my buddy.
No, that was right after he abandoned you.
Yeah, I thought
You're
he
right.
abandoned me and then he brought him in. So then I murdered this person. Maybe
Right.
it was vengeance.
It was
You think-
premeditated for sure.
You think you can so easily replace him? Watch this.
Ben, sound check 1, 2.
By the way, how are my levels? Am I high enough here?
I can hear you fine. Can't hear Ben though if he's talking.
The race is still on then.
How about now?
Oh,
Now I
there he
can.
is. Ben won. Looks like Valron's dying today.
That's on y'all. I never said that.
I think it's only fair.
All right, if you want to sacrifice Valorant to the GM gods, be my guest.
Roger probably wouldn't try because he'd probably wind up dead.
Sounds like fun.
Roger is not
Here we go.
going to die.
You all wake up in the morning, pounce on Valorant, and eat him.
No,
That was
no.
resort to cannibalism.
Ruin will ruin Valron. We'll just leave it to the force.
He breaks a legs, throws him, and then breaks Valron's neck.
Little shit.
Talking about spicy tiny tots.
He crit on his animal handling check. Just did not go well.
No, I've got a better attitude for Roger. I don't want him to die or anything.
Yay!
That's good.
That means he's gonna die.
But my
Now we
dice
feel it.
just rolled a natural one.
Are those your target dice? 'Cause-
They're my brand new ones.
Let me see if I can steal your energy as the DM. Yeah, 12. Not bad.
That's important, Roger. That's an 18. There you go. Problem solved.
I just think it's funny.
What are important numbers for the day, Amanda?
13 and 18.
Not bad.
Not
Oh,
bad.
Seems
I'm
a
not
good
sure.
number.
The 13, I'm like, I don't know what to do with that because, like, it's not super good, it's not super bad, but I mean, it could help someone somewhere. So
That's like a good save number.
yeah,
you know?
yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, if someone needs a good save, that'll boost them hopefully enough. and
If
then-
someone is on 2 death saves, 2 successfuls,
Yeah.
yeah,
pop a 13,
yeah.
automatic succeed.
When I had my Portent Wizard, I really liked getting either like a natural 1 or a natural 20. I was like,
Oh,
give me
for
the
real?
extremes on both sides.
Yeah, no, I'm the same. I want one good one and one bad one. That way, I'm prepared for any situation. Like,
Yeah. Or double bad. It's just like, we're going to wake up and choose violence this morning.
yeah, I'm excited for her. She's fun. She just changes fate and she sees it. Which could be incredibly useful walking into this camp of Emerald Claw people.
Right? I'm going to give Ryan 3 minutes and then I'm going to get started. I think he'll be pretty close by that point. TM? I don't think I used that right, but I don't care.
So it's close, yes.
Close shish. So. Who wants to do the recap?
Amanda does.
I was gonna say Alice should, because she's new to the group.
God.
What does Alice see when she shows up to the screen?
I like that idea. Like, kind of like what happened last time from Alice's perspective.
Yeah.
Summer, you feeling okay with that?
Yeah, I'll do the recap.
Our little white rabbit, Alice. I love it.
Okay, so, or do you want me to start at 3:30?
Yeah, I'm starting the stream. Got the stream will start soon. Screen up right now. We'll give Ryan a couple minutes, see if he can get here. But yeah, I was just gonna do it at the 3:30 mark.
Nice and even number.
Yeah, so you get a little time to gather your thoughts, Summer.
She isn't. Rachel, please.
I'm just getting that feeling.
Because she is.
Well, no, I'm talking about that orphan from the one movie that's actually 30 and kills the husband.
Oh, that was a weird movie.
What?
That was a really weird movie. I watched that. It was creepy. I'm
Are we
like,
comparing Alice to children in horror movies now?
Well, when I was a camp counselor, one of the rules I had was they can't stand in the doorway and just look at me because small children in the dark kind of frighten me.
No, yeah, they do that a lot.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
completely
I don't know. I don't know
Completely
why.
fair.
It's like they're just trying to steal your soul.
It's because they don't know, because they haven't seen those movies.
I've definitely woken up in the middle of the night with Charles being in the doorway. I'm like, what the fuck? Ugh.
I once woke up with my younger cousin, literally right next to my bed, like face in mine. And you know how kids like breathe heavy for no fucking reason? That's what I woke up to.
I've been there, and it's just like, what? Jesus.
That was the day I
Christ.
almost punched a child in the face.
And let's also remember that this is a small child traveling with a horror party. Like, there's a war criminal, there's a werewolf, and that's just me. There's criminals.
And there's a fortune teller. There's a former boxer.
And there's an unknown variant.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely. Rebecca's a wild card.
I don't know if it's just because Rebecca is one of Rachel's characters. Gives me big arsonist vibes.
Okay, look here.
Go ahead, defend yourself. Do it.
No, I don't. I just
Plead the fifth.
personally, I like burning stuff.
I mean, her face is half burned. We don't know how it got that way.
No.
And neither does she.
Not all of my characters are arsonists.
Just the ones you've made so far.
Untrue.
Eden wasn't an arsonist. He just really
He likes
liked
explosives,
guns.
for God's sake.
Guns and explosions are different from fire.
You specifically chose the ones that do fire damage.
In a flamethrower at one point.
Okay.
Was Kanala explicitly responsible for burning down any of the inns?
All of them?
We cannot prove that because the evidence was destroyed in a fire. So I don't know.
I mean, especially the one where she stormed off specifically to burn down an inn.
Oh, right. Okay, never mind.
I think specifically it's just her ranger that she played in the Star Wars campaign because she was only there for 3 sessions, so she couldn't burn anything yet.
Well, if I knew that I could cast spells on my ranger, I probably would have. I'm sorry.
You're all right. All right, I've given Ryan enough time. We're going to go ahead and get started here. Don't let me fire this shit up.
I mean, I almost exploded my garage because I put like a can of hairspray right next to an open flame.
Why would you do that?
Okay, enough with the arsonists.
Yeah, I almost blew up my childhood home for doing stuff like that.
All right, I'm starting.
It's fuck, though.
You ever light a fire in a coffee can next to a gas main?
Oh.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream.
Yes, perfect timing.
Oh, we're here for another session of Amarillo Skies, a Western Dungeons and Dragons campaign. My name is Nick. I will be your dungeon master, and with me are all of our Yees and Haws. Say hello, Yees and Haws.
Say
Hello.
hello, Yeez and Haws.
Yeehaw!
Perfect. We this is going to be session 6. If you haven't seen any of the previous sessions, they're all up on my YouTube channel. You can check that out. But we're going to get started today with a recap of what happened last time, and we're going to get that from the perspective of one Alice Langley. So, Summer, if you could enlighten us on what happened last time.
Alrighty. So, start of the last session. It was very, very rainy, very dreary, very sad because they had just finished the funeral of one Blythe Langley. And what do you know? Fox looks over, towards the road. There's a little kid out here, like in the middle of the rain. She's like, what the fuck? So she walks up to that kid and he's like, hey, what are you doing out here? Alice was like, oh, I'm looking for my brother. Who's your brother? Oh, he's Blythe. And Fox is like, ooh, sorry, kid, he's dead. Not exactly like that, but that's my verbiage.
Pretty close.
No, Roger was basically like that. He was like, oh, sorry, but you could have
Yep.
your dead brother's room.
Yeah, you could have your brother's room. That's that 6 charisma.
Yep.
And then there was there was some talk about how they were planning to go to Greywood.
Greywood, yes.
Greywood. And it was proposed by someone that Alice tag along because she seemed more than capable of handling herself, which I think was also Roger.
Yeah.
Even though she's like 3 years old.
10.
You kept saying
7.
she was 5 in the episode.
We'll split the difference. He's 7.
I mean that was the age difference between the two Langley siblings, so I think 5 is fitting.
She has to be older than 5. You can't say that.
She's 10 years old in reality.
She's 10. Okay, we're going with 10.
5 in dog years.
So they got all that sorted out. Maverick provided the party with horses and payment for going out to Greywood to find Uncle Fritz. I can't remember his entire name.
Uncle Fritz is good.
Fritz William Emmanuel Blumberdash.
Yep.
It took 3 days for them to get close to their destination.
Yeah, you would have been there on the 3rd night if not for a little detour.
Yeah.
Alice
But yeah,
called that
there
shit
wasn't
out.
there wasn't really any encounters along the way. But yeah, they stopped the 3rd night because Scratch told them that he wanted to stake out the town first. And I'll let Ben tell that part.
So, Scratch has a little bit of an issue that he hasn't really shared with anyone, which is that he's cursed. And under the full moon, he becomes a beast. And he didn't really want to do that in the middle of town with a whole bunch of people he didn't know. So, we sort of meandered a little bit on the 3rd night to make sure that we were outside town when that happened. He then went out to go scout some things and just kind of get the lay of the land. He was unfortunately tracked by nosy people who should know better, and had to get in a bit of an argument to be convinced to convince certain individuals to leave him the hell alone. And then he went off and did what he was trying to do in the first place. And while he was sort of searching the town, or the outskirts of town, he saw a large construct that was, I believe, missing its legs. But
One
that
of its
was
legs.
one of its legs. But that was still showing signs of like light coming from the head area.
Mm-hmm.
And he also noticed that some of the individuals in the town who were sort of guarding / trolling the town wore the sigil of the Emerald Claw, which is a group he's got some history with, and not the good kind of history. So he had to control himself, but he didn't do anything precipitous at the time. He went back to camp, whereupon Fox, who was perfectly okay with things until certain other individuals started prompting her, they sort of had a little bit of a fuss, and he called it a night because he was really rather tired.
Darn kids.
So needless to say, Scratch is a huge fan of Alice.
Is there anything else anyone would like to add from their character's perspective on that recap there?
Yes. We did not dehydrate because we hydrated before we dehydrated.
This is correct, and you are running low on water this night, as you've noticed.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Because we almost hydrated till we dehydrated.
Roger, anything you'd like to add?
I don't think anything specifically besides him trying to provoke Scratch a little bit, keeping a secret, and working on some tailoring projects in his spare time. Other than that, sounds about right.
All right. And then I believe that we ended our last session with the end of your long rest, correct?
I believe so.
That echo feels like maybe Ryan might be back.
He might be home now.
So you all wake up in the morning. I believe Roger took the last watch.
Valron, I believe, took the last watch.
All right, perfect. So Valron was in charge of breakfast and the last watch as you all stir and awake in the early morning hours in this canyon here just outside of Greywood. You can hear like the whistling through the canyon. You can also hear like the chittering of some of the early morning animals and things like that. Like mostly just you hear a few like birds. You awake, and what would you like to do?
Scratch is sleeping late.
Fox will go ahead and start breaking down camp. Once again, make sure everything's all put away nice and tidy.
All right, Fox breaks down camp. What's everyone else doing while Fox is breaking down camp?
Rebecca will help Fox break down the camp.
Once again, Fox will use her unseen servant. She'll do it as a ritual casting this time to kind of help speed up everything and get that extra hand in helping and make sure Alice had something to eat for breakfast.
Well, I guess Rebecca will, I don't know, collect some sticks to make herself feel useful.
No, your help is there's
no.
It takes a
fine.
minute.
I don't want to get in. I don't want to get involved.
I like to imagine Rebecca's like taking things down, and the unseen servant is going behind Rebecca and putting it away properly.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's like anytime a man tries to do laundry and we're like, no, that's thanks, but you're doing it.
Yeah.
That's pretty messed up.
No, it's true though. My mom used to refold like the towels every time I tried doing it. Never
To be
worked.
fair, I'm the same way with my sister. She's like, I folded your clothes, and I'm like, oh, thanks.
You folded them wrong.
You folded them wrong.
I'm glad y'all managed to fold your towels.
Roger, what are you doing this morning?
You know what? I like the idea of him trying to occupy Alice as much as possible and make this fun. And she seems pretty adept in the wilderness, as we had made flower crowns before. And I will ask her, Alice, do you think we could find some water around here somewhere? Perhaps refill our canteens.
Yeah, I can help you find water.
The two of us will go off and not too far, but try to find some fresh water.
All right, Alice, make me a survival check with the advantage.
16.
You do not find any sources of water out here.
It's like everything went dry. Dun, dun, dun.
Almost like we're in a desert.
What?
Is there any greenery around that would indicate that there's water underground?
With that 16, you do see that like the plants in this area they don't look healthy. They are falling over, they're wilting, they're dying. You're putting the puzzle together that you're close to that area where there must be no water.
No, I can't. That wouldn't work. Are there any cactus around?
No, because you're like in this canyon and it's rock and things like that. So, unfortunately, there are not. You left them behind.
She's gonna look up at Roger. I don't think we're gonna find any. All of the plants are dead.
Yeah, I've been seeing that myself. Seems like everything here is decaying at an unusual rate. Wonder what that means.
All right. So while the two of them are off looking for water, Scratch is sleeping in late, and Fox and Rebecca are breaking down the camp. Valron, what are you doing?
Valorant's going to use the last embers of the campfire from the night before to brew up a pot of coffee for everyone who's still sleeping. So that everybody is at their fully awake whenever we need them to be. Because I know the night before was a long night for some people.
So, Scratch, you wake up in the morning and there is the smell of coffee, and Roger and Alice, you get return. Unfortunately, unsuccessful, but there is coffee on the pot.
Thank you, Valron. I could certainly use some of that.
Figured you had a long night checking out near the town. If we're going to be making an early start of our day, figured it's the least I could do.
Appreciate that. Yeah, we're going to have to be careful as we approach that town. I don't know, did Fox tell everybody what I told her last night?
This is the first time we've all gathered in the morning, so I didn't get a chance.
No, Fox, what did he tell you?
And she'll just kind of usher to Scratch. You can tell.
So I went and did some scouting around the town. Valron, we saw those lights. Well, those lights are coming from a large construct. Something like what I've seen before. Something like what was used in the war. Just an old version. Seemed like it's kind of worn out. It's missing a leg. But it could still be dangerous. And there's people in the town. I mean, obviously there's people in the town, but there's people who aren't from here in the town. They have a symbol. Looks a bit like this. And he draws the symbol in the dirt with one of the sticks that Rebecca brought over. They're members of something called the Emerald Claw. And I can't stress strongly enough that these are not good people.
Like, what do you mean that they're not good people? Like, what did they do?
More of Mr. Sir's goons?
No. Although, for all I know, Mr. Sir could be involved with them. I had run-ins with them during the war. They were some of the nastiest folk you might run into. Basically, well, the members of something that's almost like a cult. And they work for House Deneth. Some of y'all might know who that is.
No.
But let's just say if they're here, it's not for the good of the people of that town. And it's not for the good of any of us.
So what do you reckon we should do?
Well, I reckon I'm gonna have to sort of hide myself. We're not on the best terms. So, the rest of you are gonna have to sort of take the lead. See if you can find out something about what's going on. They may be here as part of what's going on with the water and the wells. They could be here for some entirely different reason. I don't know. But I don't put it past some of them to potentially recognize me. So I'm gonna have to be quiet. Just sort of stay back in the pack. Do my best to go unobserved.
You think these members of the Emerald Claw are worth speaking to? Should diplomacy present itself as an option?
I think there's probably some of you that could get information out of them.
I could try.
Well, Rebecca, I appreciate your success.
I am a very
She's very
friendly
good with
person.
people.
I'm very good with people. I usually just sit right next to them and, I put them at a little bit of ease and, I'm just a very friendly person. So, what if these aren't the same type of people who might have, caused these type of things? So, I could try to get some information out of them. Maybe they're just friendly people who've gotten to the wrong crowd. I don't know. I like to see the good in people.
You definitely are very good at seeing the best in all people. That's it's a good attribute to have.
I'll try my best.
Well,
Well,
Rebecca,
you must
I'll be
be-
perfectly honest with you. If you find any good in any of them, I'll be surprised.
And who knows? Maybe they know something about what happened. So, find the well, maybe something going on. We can do this.
Rebecca, I like your spirit. I think I'll take Rebecca and go first. And maybe we can get some information out of them. And Scratch, you should hang back and maybe, keep an eye on Alice and Valron. Maybe, I don't know, you and Roger can come in behind us. But I think Rebecca and I could get some good information out of them for sure.
Why doesn't Roger come with us? I mean, he's such a good, strong man. I'm not lying.
He doesn't have the best personality as you do, Rebecca.
What are you talking about? He has one of the... Well, I'll admit sometimes... Okay, look, sometimes I have been... Well, see, sometimes a rock is very sharp and maybe it just needs to tumble a little bit and he just needs a little bit of a practice. I'm saying that Robert is... Fuck. I'm just saying that, Robert is a wonderful person, and he just needs a test run. A lot of these things, he just needs practice.
But maybe these aren't the best people to practice with.
All right.
Maybe he needs like a catchphrase or a code word to know that he's reading the situation right. Some sort of a passphrase that only we will recognize amongst ourselves to know that shit is going down.
Right. Like kumquat.
What if we had a code word in a different language?
Do you know another language?
I know a lot of languages.
Who are you, child?
Y'all speak Draconic?
No.
I speak
I
Infernal.
don't know that one. I can speak Infernal.
I speak Common, Elvish, and Infernal. Why do you know Infernal? What happened in your life?
There it is. There's the devil child. There it is. We're in a horror movie. Oh God.
Well, sweet little White Rabbit Alice. Oh my God.
Yeah,
She knows
Jabby, that's how it all begins.
Common, Druidic, Elvish, Infernal, and Primordial.
Ooh, you know what we should use? We should just say, looks like I'm late for a very important date.
I know Elvish and a particular tongue that is not widely spoken, used amongst the underbelly of civilizations, so that might be able to provide some assistance to us.
You speak Druidic?
No, I speak...
Undercommon?
Thieves can't.
Deep speech.
Yeah, no. Well, I do speak deep, but no, thieves can't.
Roger.
What?
Yes, Velro.
No, you spoke it. Oh, so nice. I don't know what languages I speak. I know I speak this language very nicely.
Well, what code word would you use, Rebecca?
I like the word kumquat and papaya.
Well, we'll refrain from any sort of judgment, assuming you don't remember what that actually means. But all right, kumquat it is.
All right. I heard it's like a little tiny little orange, and it's super cute.
I'll allow you to keep believing that.
All right. Wait, it's not.
I'm going to take this moment to recreate Jinx.
Yep, that's going to take you 10 minutes, right?
Yeah, and I'm going to, glare over at Scratch a couple times in the process.
That's not very good for ritual casting.
That's fine. I want him to have a grudge against you.
He reforms as a fiend, not a celestial this time. Or Fae, what did you have him as?
I don't know.
A hunter of werewolves.
Yeah. So after, what does it look like as like how does Fox resummon her familiar? Because normally you do this in your wagon, but
yeah, without surrounded by people, because I didn't realize it's going to be an issue.
yeah, so everyone kind of gets to see how you summon your familiar.
So after, like, everyone's kind of bickering over the word kumquat, and Fox is going to take this opportunity. She's going to dig into her bag, and she's going to get like this copper bowl and this like wooden dowel rod thing, and she's going to put some like water in the bowl and some like spices and like all these different ingredients, and she's going to like take a second to like mix it with her finger, and as it's swirling, she's going to take the wooden dowel thing and she's going to like I don't know if you guys have seen those like sound bowl things, and she's gonna, take the dowel and like go on the rim, and it's gonna make this like little bit of a chimey sound, and the water's gonna kind of pulsate, and like the more it pulsates, it kind of like gets this like goldish, twinkly color in it as it like slowly starts to form, and it's gonna form into these like two golden eyes. And then the water's gonna take shape into this cat, and then it's just gonna like solidify into this black, fluffy creature.
And like as it's solidifying, like the eyes change color, and like one of them
changes to the blue.
To match Fox as soon as it kind of enters the material plane.
Yeah. And then it'll come and like purr on her leg, and she'll give him cuddles. He didn't deserve that.
Meow.
But you all watch as Fox resummons her familiar.
And she'll slowly put all of her ingredients back in her bag.
Wait, so you had the cat in the